Hi, for this last video I'm going to talk about really quick ALEX and then a little bit about our Literacy Advantage courses for high school. ALEX can be used wonderfully for intervention in that, and most of you are probably pretty familiar with ALEX, but again I did a search on the website for ALEX and then these are the things that come up. And one of the things I wanted to mention is that there's a great resource here that very few people know about, which is the Teaching with ALEX, and it's a PDF that you can print out, and it gives you lots of ideas of how to work in an intervention mode and even in an advanced mode using ALEX. There's also a student manual and a teacher's manual that talks about more the technicalities of how to use ALEX. And then finally the enrollment guide for enrolling students and doing all of that. I'm not going to talk a lot about ALEX because I think most people know about it, but suffice it to say it starts at grade 3 and goes all the way up through high school math and higher level high school math. It could be used in an intervention mode where you start lower and then help the student progress quickly through the material. Remember, anything intervention, this is not a permanent track. Intervention is all about helping the students, and scaffolding up and building up and supporting so that they can make progress quicker to get caught up to where they should be. And ALEX is a great tool for that with all of the tracking and reporting that's available there. If you want to find out more about ALEX, you can go to their website. You can take a tour, and that's a little video that will show you around the website. And then also under the K-12 link, if you come down on the left-hand side in the Training Center, there's a whole host of videos that you can watch on just how to use ALEX. And these are just the inside working parts of what ALEX is and how it works. So if you're new to it, you can use those to help you get started. If you need a username and password, contact myself or Kathleen Byers and we can get you set up with that. Again, I'll be doing an online webinar about ALEX with more details on how to use it and how to use some of the tools for tracking and the built-in assessments that are there. You can do assessments, you can do online quizzes, and you can print out worksheets if you need samples even for students and take those with you and have students do quizzes. And those quizzes would be on the content that they've been working on ALEX. The other thing that ALEX will do, which is really nice, is it will align to textbooks. And I think that there is a video in here that talks about how to do that, and I'm looking for it, and maybe there's not, but that's something that I can show you. It's pretty quick and easy once you're logged in that you can actually take, and if they're working in a Glencoe Algebra 1, you can align it to that so that the work they do on ALEX is the same problems that they would be working on in their textbook. So they could use a textbook and use ALEX to help them learn it and do the assessment. So some great tools there with ALEX. Now with the Apex Literacy Advantage classes, to switch gears, you can go to the Apex Learning website, which is apexlearning.com, and here if you click on the catalog, you can find out more about their Literacy Advantage courses. And these courses, again, are specifically designed for intervention for students who need content or standards-based grade-level content, but they need it delivered at a lower reading level. So they need Algebra 1 or geometry, but they're reading at a 5th or 6th grade level, let's say, for example. So what happens is they get their standards-based content in Algebra 1, for example, but it's delivered at 6th grade level, and then as they progress through the content of Algebra 1, they're also getting their literacy skills developed. So there's built-in vocabulary, there's built-in literacy development skills, and all kinds of things that help them develop not only their math skills, but also their literacy skills. The idea behind these courses is that students don't have to spend their whole life here. We want to see students go through a semester or a year maybe of these courses and be ready to move into core curriculum. That's the idea behind these classes, and that's what the research with these courses is showing that students can do if they use it and if they work in it correctly. The neat thing about these courses is that even though they're online, they're taught by our teachers. So our terrific online teachers are the ones who are behind the scenes working with the students. They interact with the students through email, through discussions. They're using more online tools, kind of like what we're doing here, and working with students to develop their skills while they're working through the content. And we're getting better and better at that. We're going to be integrating some new tools and different things that we can use to help engage those students more in the content and get them some of the help that they might need. They could use this in concert with a tutor. They could use this in concert with a class, depending upon. So there's a lot of options how this would be used, and they would have the help of one of our teachers. So content-wise, you've got math, algebra 1, and geometry. In science, you have physical science and biology. English, you have English 9 and English 10. 1 and 2 is 9 and 10. That's just what they call them. And then in social studies, they did that a little different because they're rolling this out nationwide. So they have U.S. history and then U.S. government right now, and then economics will be on there this spring. So there are a lot of different courses that are available, and they don't have to take a full load necessarily to get the help, because every single course has the literacy skill development tools integrated. So if they're doing a full load of 4 courses, let's say, then they're getting extra support and extra help. But they could still only do, for example, U.S. history and still get some of the literacy development skills that they need. So this is a great opportunity and a great resource for students who need that standards-based curriculum, but maybe they can't get to a class, maybe they enjoy working on the computer, and you know that they're going to be working with our teachers, and they're going to have the best of both worlds in getting the content and having the teacher help, and it's not just some unconnected face or person through the internet. So you can look at this more at apexlearning.com under the catalog again. I'll have an online webinar where I'll talk more about this in detail and actually take you in and show you the content and how it works. If you'd like to look at a demo version of the content, you can email me or Kathleen Byers, and we can give you access to that. And parents can do that too if they want to see a demo on how it works and what it is. I would not use this for Tier 2 students. I think it's probably still too much for them, but definitely for Tier 1, you could consider this a Core Plus because it's Core Plus the extra built-in tools in the curriculum. So that's a little bit about Literacy Advantage and how it works. Again, if you have questions, email me or look for that invite to the online webinar where you can come in and we'll play around with the curriculum and you can actually see how it works. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you online.